I'm Jackie. This is Garrett. We almost got divorced. Going through all that made us like how we are now, which is just so much better than you could ever imagine.
When you get through the deepest, darkest part of the night, man, it ain't nothing but sunshine after that.
This is the most important job you'll ever have, and people don't put as much work into it as they should.
We've been married 26 years.
We have 5 adult children and 1 brand new granddaughter. She's so cute.
Well, 2026. 25 is in the books.
Yes.
And this is season 2.
2.
Season 2 in the books for the Limitless Livin podcast. We're so grateful to have finished season 1. A whole lot of topics we talked about. Mm-hmm. And so this is kind of a reflection episode, you know, because as we get older, we want to keep growing, getting better, being better versions of ourselves. And so we're going to call this episode.
I know it this time. I usually never know it. Hindsight and highlights. I never remember
I
the
love
title.
it. Hindsights and highlights. And
that is my contribution to this episode.
No, you got to come with more than that. When she gets going, though, she going to let us know.
I have to thaw a little bit first.
Yes, a chilly January. But we're thankful for all the people who followed us all of last year and the newcomers who might be joining us. We love marriage and we want to celebrate life and all the joy that marriage and family brings. So we're coming to share our story and hopefully you can glean something from it. So with that, you ready to get into season 2? I'm excited to say that.
He's excited about everything all the time. I don't know if it was like a moment, like looking back at, he does like a recap video of our previous year and going through month to month of all the photos or videos or anything that we took just out and about. And it's a lot of stuff you forget about over the course of that 12 months. And maybe it's just because it was closer to now than it was the beginning of 2025, but I think mine would be Disneyland Paris.
I knew you were going to say that. The day you were in the most pain.
I wanted to cry at the happiest place in Paris the whole time, but it was so much fun.
Why though?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know, just like we didn't have a care in the world. We got to do something. Like we didn't have our kids with us, so we got to be the kids that day. We were with friends and it was like an adventure. Like we took the train there. We spent the whole day there. We rode rides. Like I haven't been on a roller coaster in years since I lost my soul on the vertical velocity. But I didn't know what I was getting into. And then pretty soon you're in this dark building and you're dropping on a track. Like you didn't even know what was going to happen. But I don't know. It was a good day. And then we did karaoke at a charcuterie bar club.
Yeah.
That night. So that day was like one of the highlights of my 2025.
Yeah. I was thinking you were going to say that and hoping you weren't, because I was going to say that day.
He's such a copycat.
That day was like a microcosm of...
He's so fancy.
What?
Microcosm.
Oh, that day, what should I say instead?
I'm not sure.
That day was just kind of a summary of our year, just filled with ups and downs, but way more ups than downs, just because, you know, Jackie was in a lot of pain. But we were in Paris, and I say it was, you know, a microcosm because it was just like we had so many blessed highlights for 2025. And I remember one of our friends saying, you know, did you ever believe we'd be standing in Paris? Right. And I think the term was Ninjas in Paris.
The explicit version.
But like, it is crazy to think of some kids who grew up in this town and then somehow found their way to just go to Paris and Rome at the same time. And we're grateful. And just that Disney Paris trip was just like, we were with new friends. We experienced new things. We were like kids, like on merry-go-round, small world. roller coasters, like Jackie said. So it was just amazing. And I add one more thing. Like, I also feel like 2025 was probably one of the best years for our marriage. Like,
Really?
because we didn't really, and I think a lot of that had to do with the podcast and like talking about things open. Like, we didn't have a lot of friction last year, and I really cherish that, and I hope to build on that going forward. Y'all gonna help us.
I don't know that 2025 revealed anything new about me to me. I'll take that back. I don't even know that it's like anything new, but this is not me. I'm not a talker. I'm not a joiner. I'm not outgoing. But in 2025, I became all of those things.
People couldn't believe to see you on this podcast. People you know dearly were shocked about how much you talk on here.
Because I don't talk. Like I just told somebody today at work, I'm like, Garrett's probably so mad at me by the time I come home because I can't take in another word. Like I can't hear anything. So I don't really want to say a whole lot because I am just empty. But I think that's pushed me to be more, like, even we went out this past weekend, like even hanging out, like obviously we ran into people that we knew, but there were people there that I didn't really know or that I knew a little that we ended up spending time with, talking with. Like, I'm gonna make the best of wherever I'm at, and I don't want to just sit there and not participate or be involved. So I guess that's what was revealed about me, maybe at least to all of you.
I love that because, like, we should always be learning about ourselves and revealing and growing and becoming. For me, it was a lot last year, but if I could sum it up, it was me really going after the things that I love to do. And so I started Audible, and I just love knowledge, and I got to get through so many books that I've never got through in my life, and I feel like they just confirmed a lot of things for me and who I am as a person and what I need to get better. And so it just revealed that once I kind of search for the things that I enjoy, they do satisfy, and I'm hoping to carry that over and to continue reaching into things that I enjoy and not just be doing things to do things.
I think growth areas came from, like, we have this commitment now to like recording this podcast at least once a month. You've heard me speak about the app that we do every day, Paired. So I think that's kind of pushed us to grow more. Things I don't necessarily feel like we've been held back, but like one of the questions in the Paired last weekend, I think, was something along the lines of, what are things that like we avoid discussing or something. And it's the same thing all the time. Like it's not like one of us says, oh, we need to talk about this thing, and then the other one runs away. It's just like you do a recap of answers for the week or the month, like at the end of every week and then at the end of every month, and you get to rate it by how full the heart is. And we rate it the same all the time, and then we never go back and like say, hey, like this is a strength area, or like this is a growth area, like we need to address this, or we need to continue moving in this direction. So I don't think it's held us back, but it's something that we need to work on growing.
Yeah. For me, the biggest habit, I think we like, and we talked about this in the episode, but we made it a point to be consistent about, is praying together every night. So that one, I mean, doesn't get much better than that. So that's something I definitely want to keep going. Is, we have our individual prayers, but also getting together every night and just praying over our lives, our children, and the people that God created us to be. So we just want to live an abundant life. And so I think that's going to do way more than I can think for our lives. Things that probably wouldn't drag into. I don't know. I kind of agree with you because we talked about this recently. Just being more for the answers we don't align on, just having those conversations, not even tough conversations, but just having the conversation about it and just not letting it be like noticed and go on to the next question. So hopefully by the end of this year, we improve on that.
We'll let you know next
We'll
month.
let you know. Yeah.
Like, I'm always supportive, I feel like, even when I don't want to be. Not that I don't want to be, but like, I feel like he does so much for so many people and it's not reciprocated. So it irritates me on behalf of him. Like, I become a vigilante for justice and what he deserves. So it's not that, like, I mean, I'm going to support him no matter what. Like, if he chooses to do something and then later on, like, starts to feel about the situation the way that I felt from the second I heard about it, like, I'm going to support him. I'm not going to be like, see, you shouldn't did it. I told you, like, that, you know, but I don't feel like, I feel like I'm always going to show up for you. Like, always. Like, there's not going to be a question or a time that I wouldn't.
Yeah. That's why I married you.
Remember that night? I don't know where he was out doing something that he probably had no business doing.
That makes it sound bad.
No, he took a job doing something for a party or something, right? And he probably really didn't have the time, but he did it anyway. And he got stranded and I felt terrible because the car died on him or something.
After the
and
party.
That night I had been invited to a party and I typically wouldn't go, but I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Like, I didn't have plans on going with anybody in particular. Like, I knew other people that were invited. I didn't know who else was going, but I'm like, this girl invited me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a good time. So I went and I was there for, I mean, a few hours probably. And I called him when I was on my way home and he was like sitting somewhere like in another town. Like, I just imagined him like on the side of a road with no street lights and all these semis flying by. And he was waiting for a tow truck. Like, he could have called me and I would have left at any point in time. But he didn't want me to have to drive out there. Like, I can't see at night. I don't like driving places I'm unfamiliar. So I came home and I mean, it probably wasn't until almost midnight. Like, you sat for... I don't know how long he sat there for. He was probably done doing what he was doing before I even left to go to the party I went to. And I went, and he said I got there quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, my goal was, because she doesn't go out by herself a lot, was to give her that space. And I didn't want that one time where you went out.
And I would have been like, see, this is why.
But my plan was to get the tow and either have him take me home or Uber home from there. And then that way you could have your night out and I still worked everything behind the scenes. But it so happened, and things usually, you know, force your hand. It so happened that the tow just kept making me wait till it was like midnight. And then Jackie happened to call me and I told her what happened. And she came, got there right away. And we left the car. The tow truck came probably at 2 a.m. and took it to our mechanic. But yeah, she always shows up. And that's why I didn't want to be her excuse, because I knew she would show up, to leave a party where she probably wouldn't have, you know, enjoyed herself, because she would have left to come get me. So like, she always shows up. That was one of the things I knew about her even before we married each other. I'm like, she's a very loyal person.
Like, I just, when he had to send me his location, and I don't read maps. Like, I don't. Like, it has to be in actual words. Like, I need to know where I'm going. Like, he sent me his location. He's like, the phone's probably about to die. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to find him. Like, how am I going to find him? Like, it was a scene.
I don't know. For me, I would say I showed up for you probably just being the listening ear. Like, I'm trying to be better about that, because I always want to respond to everything. I always want to help. And sometimes Jackie just wants me to listen. And so that's super hard for me. I don't even know if she knows how hard that is for me. But
I know.
like, I'm trying to get better because that was one of the things in 25 I wanted to do was listen more, talk less. And so just giving her that space to vent or tell me how her day is and me not trying to solve a problem.
I don't like to go back to like areas where, what was it, we were maybe held back. Like, I don't think we avoid the conversation. We just don't have it about like things that we aren't aligned on. Like, I don't even think it would be a dramatic conversation. Like, it's not anything where I think it would wind up with tears and arguing and bloodshed. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just so robotic that we just answer the same way, the same questions, and we're answering that way because we haven't had the conversation about it. Like, we need to sit down and have the conversation, but there's no, I don't feel like you've been like, you know what, when you get home from work tonight, I really think we should talk about XYZ.
No.
And then I find everything on the planet to do except for come home from work.
I think the problem is we answer these questions in an app and we both get to see the answers, but it doesn't force us to talk about it. And so when we do answer these questions, there are two consistent ones we're always off on. And I asked Jackie the other night if she knew what those two were, and she knew exactly which ones they were, which tells you we know what we need to talk about, but we just, I don't know. It just, and I'm gonna say what they are just because I believe it'll help somebody else. But when I asked you, what did you say?
Money.
Yeah.
And intimacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think those are hard conversations for most people. I don't think it's hard for us. It's just, it's just one of those things we recognize, and it's not in a bad place, but it's something like we can get better with.
Yeah, like the way the question is posed is, I was happy with how we managed money this month. That's the monthly
it's
question,
like,
right?
It's
And
in most
then,
likely and least likely kind of that spectrum.
And then the one was, I was happy with our level of intimacy or how often we were intimate or something along those lines this month. So that must be like the monthly questions.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the monthly one. Yeah.
But we're answering it
the same every month.
Yeah.
Nothing's changing.
And it's off, right? Yeah. So I really think that those two areas, because that's important to a relationship, not just ours, just every relationship. You need intimacy, right? And that comes in many forms. And then when you're talking money, that's your future, your savings, your emergency funds, your giving, your helping with kids, your whatever it is. Like, there's always, and what we do, and I'm in the process of doing that now, is reviewing our spend from 2025. And then and we did this in 2024, reviewing our spend and saying, hey, we could have done better in these areas, and just having a plan to go forward. So we're in the process of that. But as the year goes, we don't have the conversation probably in the moment as much as we do when we reflect at the end of the year. So those are the two things I would say.
Yeah, we don't. I think the reason there's no, like, our foot's not on the gas with it is because we're not out here like frivolously spending. It's just, there's always opportunity to save more. There's always opportunity to cut a cost somewhere.
Right. Yep.
And do we need, like you said, $400 cable?
Yeah.
No, like, I don't think we turned the TV on at all yesterday. So that's something that, like, we're spending on just because we've been doing it, that we could be saving to go towards something else. Not save to spend it on something else, but it's money that could be increased savings. It could be added to our savings. So,
and I think there's a lot of opportunity for that. But I'm only through March during the reflection from last year, but I can tell you there is a lot of gifts and donations.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it's
Like
a ton.
it
And
was heavy at the start of the
No,
year. I feel like.
I feel like
right?
it. I don't know.
I mean,
I haven't-
all year.
I haven't got to the end yet, but
Yeah.
I will say this though. Like I thought about it the other day when you talked about that GoFundMe.
Mhm.
Like there's always going to be a time, and I think we said in the Money, Money, Money episode last year that that's just one area that we want to continue in.
I would bet we did more of that in 25 than we did in 24.
I know.
I guarantee we
I
did.
know, but we set out a mindset. So if cutting back in other places helps us give more, then I'm fine with what we did in 25. But yeah, and honestly, the things that me and you were talking about, like intimacy and money, got to be like top for marriage issues. So yeah, there it is.
I think any heated moment that we have current day, I personally handle better than I would have in years past. But I can't think of a specific heated moment. I honestly can't think of a specific heated moment. Can you think of a heated moment?
No, I just think there was times you were frustrated when we were on some of the trips, but I don't think there was like just from all the walking and stuff like that.
With you?
No, just in general.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just, it's me. Like, I will walk with purpose. Like, I don't have it in me to be wasting steps. Like,
well, you got no cartilage in your knees either.
Yeah, I have horrible knees, and it's like increasingly more challenging. Like, the weather impacts it, like flying, like the pressure from the cabin, like everything just like aggravates it. Like, I wake up in the middle of the night. So I'm not against walking. It just makes me think about that. Is it the Bone song? But we are against those stuff. I'm not against walking, but I'm not going to waste my time walking in circles. So I will get extremely frustrated if like we're walking with no plan in mind. But especially like in a group setting, I'm going to go along. Like, I'm going to push through because I mean, I have to. I'm not just going to sit on the curb. You know what I mean? And I'm going to do what I'm able to do. Like, if I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. But I don't want others to not do because of me, because that's just more irritating than me not being able to do it. But I can't, like, I think if anything heated arise between us, I think I would handle it way better than I would have handled it 20 years ago, 26 years ago.
Yeah, and then it gets into like what's heated, because I think we've had disagreements that didn't escalate. So that's kind of why I enjoyed 2025 as our marriage, because I felt like there was times where I did things that you didn't agree with, as far as family, church, I don't know, some other areas too. You let it be known, right?
Then I moved on.
Yeah, and
you gotta keep it moving.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna, like? I really feel like ever since my mom passed away, like there's just like stuff is so low level to me. Like, there's just so many things I don't even, not that I don't care about them, but I don't care to major them. Like, I don't care to make them a bigger deal than what they are. Like, my world's not going to stop spinning because, you made a commitment to sort of double booked me. Like, it's whatever. Like, it's not that serious. Like, a lot of things became like not that serious to me after that. So I feel like it really does change you. Like, I just feel like I don't even know how to say it. Like, some things are just not as important as you would have made them had something like that not happened to you. Had you not suffered a loss like that, like, those things would be extremely important and high level to you, and you just don't care to make it a big deal. So, I mean, I might be upset, I might be angry, I might be annoyed, I might have to leave the house and go talk to myself about it for a half hour, but at the end of the day, like, you're still the person I chose to be. I'm still gonna love you, and maybe next time he'll do better. Maybe next time he won't make me angry. I don't feel like my faith has drifted in the past year. Like, I've been in places in my life where I feel like I've questioned, like, why me, or is this ever going to be better? But I feel like I'm very much a person who, like, since our separation, like, I really truly believe in whatever is supposed to happen is going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Like, I don't feel like I stray far from that. Like, I don't question things. Like, he had a doctor's appointment today that I wasn't really concerned about while being concerned about it. But even in that, like, I wasn't planning for the worst. So I see, like, all these people post different things and they're going through this and they're going through that, or they lost this person or whatever the case is. And occasionally, like, comments will come up on Facebook of people that you know in common, and you can see, like, what their thoughts are, what they said, and then it piques your interest. And then you go into the comments and you see some of these things, and it's like you've already called it, or you've already decided how something's going to end or how it's going to be. And I feel like since we split, like, since that period of time, like, I just believe that things are going to play out the way they're meant to. And there's nothing anyone that's ever going to tell me that's going to make me think otherwise. So I don't feel like I have a trouble with my faith. Like, I feel like I'm pretty grounded in it.
Yeah, you're a pretty stable human being. Not a whole lot of emotion swings.
Yeah, this is my excited face.
Yeah. I think for faith-wise, for me, I moved in from a place of striving to thriving. Like, I used to think that like this overachieving effort was necessary for me to accomplish things. And I started to look back in my past, and it was never those things that got me what I wanted. It was the belief that I could have those things. And I decided last year to take a whole day off every week. Like, just, it's for me, and it's paid dividends. It's like, I look forward to it every week. And, but the one thing I will say where, I still have to, have faith or continue to have visions is, like, I have a whole lot of things I want to accomplish for me that I love to do, and they've just been delayed. I guess that's the best way to put it. And of course it's not in my time. Like, I want it to happen when I want it to happen, but if it's for me, it'll happen for me, and no one can take that away from me except for me. So I'm having the faith to stay the course on, those 7 things that I, hold to dearly, but I'm not going to cut out the good in my life and everything else to achieve those things, because I believe wholeheartedly that they're going to happen anyway. And so I take the time when I can and enjoy the journey.
I mean, I feel like we're always celebrating something, even if it's nothing. It's like, what has happened that
The baby, for one.
I mean, that's not small. I beg your pardon.
Oh,
That is
she's
huge.
small.
She's small. What did we say? I mean,
we have our date nights.
Yeah.
We went to some pop-ups. Like, we just, like, a lot of people think we do a whole lot, but a lot of what we do is just a good time together. Like, yeah, we did go on some nice vacations, but then more often, like you said, even from looking at that video, we did a lot of just,
like, local.
Yeah.
Just nothing in particular.
Yeah. Just things together. But we do, honestly, we do cherish the moments, even like this right now. We do cherish, coming home, having dinner together, getting in bed at night, and, having a laugh or two, speaking with our
I'm
kids.
so funny.
We gotta, when they pop up or come home from different cities, like every day is, everything you do in a day is so important. And if you can live in the moment, if you can get yourself to actually appreciate the time, then every moment, whether it's big or small, is so satisfying. It's so fulfilling. And I really believe that's what life is being fully present in the present. And most of those times are times where people would say not much is happening.
One thing we're carrying into 2026 is continuing with the podcast. But I mean, I feel like the past couple of years we've had like big journeys to places that, like you said, you wouldn't think that we normally go. So we're also carrying that tradition on with us with a plan for another big trip with friends and just like showing up for things. Like we've got some milestone celebrations that are going on in the lives of people that we love this year that we plan on being present for. And I mean, just continuing to live and enjoy life and spend time with our family. Like I tell him all the time, like I'm perfectly content with spending time with like him and our kids, and like I would love to be able to go on a trip with him and our kids. Like we haven't done that since 2020. Yeah, that was the last time all of us were able to go somewhere together and spend time together. So it was nice having everybody here over Christmas, but I would like to find time that we could all be together again. So just experiences.
Yeah, I'm carrying the momentum from 25 into 26. There are so many good things that we, and then me personally, started anew in 2025. And I just want to keep that going. I want to do what makes me content. And when I say me, like that's we too. But I want to continue to focus more on what my heart's desire is and put my energy into that and just keep building on that. I, you know, life is a vapor and you don't have time to waste it on other people having you do what they want to do or wasting time not doing anything. So I just want to continue to be purposeful about doing the things that I enjoy.
I don't feel like if there was any negativity on this couch, it would be from this direction. I don't feel like I would say that I'm like a pessimist. I don't want to go so far as to say that I'm negative. I like am cautious with some things. Not to where I'm like scared to live or scared to do, but I don't trust a lot of what I don't know, which is a hard thing to break, only because I feel like I tell him all the time, I have the spirit of discernment. I feel like I really feel like I look at the whole picture and see like the whole thing. Like if you're discussing like this mug, like I'm not just gonna see like this mug. I'm gonna see like what's in the mug, where the mug's sitting, what possibilities are there for, like I approach things like that. I don't feel like maybe you do. Not to say that he's just like walking around through life like not paying attention or not caring about things, but I feel like that can be sometimes construed as negativity when that's not my intent. I don't like to waste time. I don't like to waste my words. I don't like to repeat myself. Like I just like you said, life is a vapor. Like I don't have extra time to be wasting on doubling back on this mug when I knew what this mug had to offer to begin with. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like he's a person who would give this mug chance after chance after chance after chance when all this mug has ever done is shown me that it's unreliable. So I don't know. Like maybe I should release that a bit or relax that a bit, but it's proven a valuable trait to me thus far. So I don't know how comfortable I am doing that, but we'll see.
I don't know. You know, things we want to leave behind. It's, I don't know, I guess I don't have anything specifically that I could think of, but I'd want to leave behind, but it's just to kind of just continue to build. I guess, you know, because I don't dwell on the things that don't go well or the fact that you can't do anything about the things that have happened, but I just want to continue to build. Like this, I want to continue to build on this podcast. I want to continue to build on my marriage. I want to continue to build on the things that are on my heart to do. And I want to continue to build on like the person I'm not yet. You know what I mean? Where I want to be able to listen more. I want to not have to react right away. I want to not get frustrated when things don't go my way. I want to, you know, be at peace in every situation. And you know, that's what I'm more focused on, and what I left behind is what I can build on that is solid.
I'm like slave to my phone. Like I can't watch TV without it. Not because I'm like scrolling on social media necessarily, but the second I put my phone on the charger, it's like across the room. And it's not like a mile away, but it's out of arm's reach. And I'll see somebody and I'll be like, oh, where do I know them from? And I don't have my phone. So it drives me nuts. Like I try to put, even if I have my phone like by me, I'll try to figure out where I know the person from or what else I've seen them in. But I feel like, and I feel like maybe I've said this before, that at some point, like maybe when we both are upstairs together, like the phones just need to go on the charger and be done with them.
You did say
in order to be more present. Now, would that work? I mean, I don't know, because sometimes
it'll work.
Oh, you know, did you buy this thing, or did you book this room, or did you book these flights? And then, you know, you need your phone. So I feel like that's something maybe we should try to commit to.
If we commit to it, it will work.
I just have visions of me waking up after he goes to sleep or in the middle of the night grabbing my phone.
For me to be more present, I gotta, you know, not be so scheduled. Going into the end of last year and starting this year, I went from working 4 days a week to 5 days a week. And so it's been a change.
Now he's like the rest of us commoners.
Yeah. It's been actually a pleasant change, because in my mind, I was like, man, that's less hours I'm going to have to do these things that I want to do. But it's actually freeing me up to be able to do more things and to let go of this got to get these things done mindset and just let the day present itself and me make the most of the day. So yeah, that's what it is. That's for me.
I feel like being able to get a thought out without the other person being cut off, like, not that maybe we do that. A lot of times, if I interrupt him when he's saying something, it's because I know I'm going to forget, like, what I want to add to it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be anything important. Like, it could just be, you know, he's telling me a story about, you know, something he saw at the store. And then it triggers like a memory in me where I want to be like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about blah, blah, blah. But maybe letting the other person finish, I feel like if it's important enough, like it'll come back to you. And having like a two-way dialogue, which I think we're good at. Like if I was a talker, like a real talker like he is, I could talk to him for hours and hours and hours. Like there's been days where we've had conversations about whatever, fill in the blank, where we've just gone back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and each of us keeps having something to add to the conversation. I'm sure those are his favorite days.
Yeah, I don't know what gets them going. I would say for me, it's just having conversation. Healthy communication is having a conversation, and one where both, like you said, both sides can talk. But I will say you can't have intimacy, you can't have relationship without communication. And so it's to me, that's just, we're going to keep the communication going. We're going to talk about things that we haven't talked about, and we're going to listen to each other. And hopefully I catch her on those days where she feels like talking instead of just listening like I'm supposed to be doing.
I feel like by the end of 2026, success would look like addressing the two topics that we never like actually discuss.
I agree.
And I feel like looking at because like our goal every year is to like save more or
Absolutely.
channel, like, so like to your point, like if we're not saving more, we're giving more than we're spending. But I feel like if it would either be to be saving more or to be putting more towards those gifts or donations. And I feel like this is my stretch assignment. And it might stretch me into 2027 and beyond.
Remember,
but
we're going to have this recorded.
yeah, I am going to find something I am passionate about and do it, until I lose interest. But my hope is to maintain the interest in the thing that I find. What the
Invite
thing
is still open.
is, yeah, I don't really like outside that much. I can be outside, just once I realize I'm out there, then everything starts to bother me. I start itching. It's not my jam. But unfortunately for me, on his Sabbath day, I typically work. So I can't go with him, but that's like his day. Like I have my own day, but I'm going to find something. I don't know what. Something.
I'll say this, spot on with what you said. Having those conversations, because that's the one area I see where our relationship could be strengthened. But for me, and this is more me personally, that me time, my partners, either realizing some dreams or making progress towards some of the dreams I have. Because I wake up every morning believing that any one of those dreams could be realized that day. And I honestly believe that. And so making progress towards that. And I'll throw one out there. And December 31st of 2026, or I guess the first episode of 2027, I'll be able to tell you if I successfully finished my book.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a big one. The book is about our relationship from beginning to when we got married, and the story of just us and the amazing thing that it is today. I love her so much. I wanted to capture it and help somebody else in the book. And so I hope I can get that finished this year. I've been working on it for 2 years already.
It doesn't feel like 2
I know,
years.
it doesn't. But I got to a chapter that's probably the hardest chapter to write, and I've been like procrastinating. So I'm going to push through to get through this chapter.
I don't know. I feel like together we're becoming, I feel like even like down to the answers. Like there's been a couple of answers even in this episode that they would have been identical. Like I feel like we are not becoming like the same person, but like we're so aligned, like just with the things that we think and how we kind of move and our mindset. We would still be those people, I think, individually, but together, like it just, I don't know.
We're better together.
Better together.
Yeah, I just want us to continue to be lights in this world and to somehow continue to show people in a variety of ways why marriage was created and what it could be. And we're still finding that out. Like she said, every year it just seems more like we're becoming more one. And I think that's what it's supposed to be. I believe it, and that's why we do this. And so I'm way better with her. I understand why Adam needed to help me, but I just together, I want to be able to show our kids like what a marriage is supposed to be and what love really looks like and who they should model their spouses after. Like, I want to be able to show people with, new marriages and old marriages that don't get it, or just to show that this thing is awesome, and if you get it right, it's the best decision you'll ever make.
I always feel limitless. I'm a no limit soldier.
I thought I told you.
I don't feel like there's anything like holding me back or stopping me from moving forward, or he like I'm gonna show up for him in the middle of the night on a dirt road where there's semis driving by and his car is disabled. Like, he's gonna support me. So like, there's no limits on what I can do or what I feel I can do, or no limits.
Yeah, I think, and we named this, like, it's intentional. Like, in 2026, Limitless Livin looks like living with no caps on what we can or can't do. Like, it's living with the expectation that at any given moment, right, we can do anything we want to. We can, I don't know, I can't explain it. To say what it looks like is almost like putting a cap on it. And so it really is, when Jackie finds that thing she wants to do, or when things start to move quickly in an area I'm working on, or an opportunity arises that we unknowingly have been preparing for all our lives, like, we're ready to accept it and to do it. Even like with my job, like, I didn't expect that to happen, and it did. And I believe it's working in our favor. And so, like, who am I to talk about possibility when possibilities are endless? And so we're going to continue to live limitlessly. That's why the logo has no top on it. Ain't no roof on this.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, you didn't?
No, I mean, I realized there was no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's intentional. No clothes in this box. That's our first episode of 2026. And we're going to come with some new topics, some hopefully more interesting things. We've had some ideas we've been tossing around that we think will really move this podcast forward and show you guys different aspects of our lives more closely. Hint, hint. So we're going to start working towards some of that. And again, you know where to find us on all the social media apps. Look up Limitless Livin without the G. If you Google search us, it'll show up YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and then on your podcast streams. So we're there. Find us, and no limits.
No roof.
No roof.
2026. He can't do anything right.
We're not out, we're in.
What does that mean?
You know, when we say we out.
Oh.
Yeah, we're in.
I didn't know we still said that.
All right, we'll say it now.
We're in. We are Limitless Livin.
Remember, in marriage, you can live, love, and laugh limitlessly.